What's up you guys, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to another video. Today's going to be a bit of a different one actually. I thought what I would do is kind of do a bit of like a how-to tutorial, my top tips kind of video, all about the absolute best banging ab exercise there is out there, in my opinion. So this video is going to be all about how to master ab wheel rollouts. Now I am totally not a pro, not an expert, but I have gone through the process myself of having face planted the floor several times, not being able to do it at all, to then being able to do 10 to 12 reps of good full form. So I thought what I'd do is just kind of chat you through, I guess, how I got to that point, what my tips are, how to actually do it properly and safely in the best way, how to progress it, and just all of that stuff really, just give you all the details, all the info. I feel like I include this ab exercise into literally most of my workouts. It also features in my ab training guide a lot. So many of you have asked how I could actually show you guys how you do it as beginners or people that are totally just starting out with the wheel and don't want to face plant the floor. Fabletics have very kindly sponsored today's workout outfit. So I'm wearing this super cute combo of these biker shorts in this really cool, like subtle pastel-y print. I've also got a really nice pastel sports bra on, which is just really comfy. And then this oversized slouchy throw over white hoodie, which I am obsessed with. It's like thin and lightweight, but like cozy at the same time. I don't really know how to describe it. I did do a try and haul a few videos back of some of my favorite pieces from their collection, so definitely check back and watch that video if you want to see some other outfits and looks that I tried on, because there are some really good ones in there. Okay, so before we get started with actually how to master the movement, I thought I would actually chat about the wheels themselves. There are different wheels that you can get, as you can clearly see, and these are probably just the two most popular ones that I guess I've kind of seen online and seen in gyms and stuff. So this first one is super affordable. It's literally like a $5 on Amazon. It's also usually the one I find that most gyms tend to have stashed away somewhere. It is not very sturdy in my opinion. It definitely does the job, but it is very minimal. The handles aren't very thick, the wheelbase isn't very thick, and what this means is that it's just less sturdy and it's a little bit harder, I find, to do. The other one is this one, which is literally 3 times the price, so it's £15, but it is a much more durable wheel. You can see how much bigger and sturdier it is. The handles have like proper grips on them and the wheelbase is really wide. It also has like a mechanism inside of it so that when you pull back, it kind of rolls back with you. I don't quite know how to describe that, but it's a little bit heavier, it's a little bit bigger to store. So it totally depends, to be honest with you, what you have in terms of space and budget, what you wanted to go for. But my personal opinion is that the sturdier, higher quality wheel is 10 times easier to use, particularly if you are starting out, but it is just a little bit bigger to store, and obviously it's £15 rather than £5. So as with every exercise, proper form is literally everything, but I feel like with ab wheels it is even more important, mainly because you're literally rolling yourself out close to the floor and you don't want to face plant it, but also because it's really easy to do it wrong and not be using your abs to actually roll you in and out. I know I quite often get people say to me, how do I stop feeling it in my lower back? How do I stop feeling it in my arms and my wrists? And that's hopefully what I'm going to show you guys, is why those problems might be happening. Most of the time it is down to poor form or just not quite knowing how to hit the right form, and also just trying to, I guess, go too far too quickly. So I'm actually going to be showing you how to use a wall today to roll in and out and practice that wheel movement, because I think to suddenly go from literally not being able to do them at all to being able to do a full rollout is a bit of too big a jump, and nobody ever told me about this wall trick until I could actually do them, and then I discovered it. And since then, anyone who is a beginner or who is just like learning and practicing at that beginning stage, I always recommend this wall technique because it is such a game changer and it gives you so much confidence at practicing the movement without face planting the floor. Okay, so you're going to want to start by setting your mat up underneath your knees. This is going to protect your knees and just stop you hurting or injuring your knees. So roll your mat up a few times or use a pad or whatever you fancy, but basically you need something under your knees to protect them. So you can see I've positioned myself away from the wall. The wall is there for safety, not to bang into, basically. So you're using it as a tool to help you and to basically decrease the range of motion that you're rolling to make it easier. You're not using it to just bounce on and off. So what I want you to do first is kind of start as close as you want to. The aim is for you to be able to progress back away from it, but it is pointless progressing back away from it if you can't master it at a closer distance. So I would start super close to the wall. It doesn't matter at all. This is your journey, your pace. You've got to build up being able to do this properly. So don't feel, oh, I'm so close to the wall, because I promise you'll progress back away from it. So just start by finding a distance that you feel confident with, that you can try and master the form with, and then all you're going to do is just gradually move further back until you won't even be touching the wall. So when it comes to the setup itself, you are going to start by being on your knees. You can either just have your legs flat like this, or you can cross them. I always cross them. I don't know why, I just feel happier with them crossed. So cross them or lay them flat, whatever feels comfiest. Then you're going to get yourself set up on your ab wheel. Now, one of the first things that I feel like most people do is you go like this, and that is where your back is going to hurt. So you rotate your hips, you arch your back, and it's just not the best starting position to be in. So what I really want you to do is to think of tucking your tailbone in, tucking your chin, and really squeezing and engaging your core before you even start to roll. So you can feel straight away, instead of going like this, if you go like this, you can feel straight away that your core starts to engage, and that is what we want before we start. So instead of rolling out like this, which hurts, what we want to do is we want to tuck our tailbone in, engage our core, brace our arms, keeping them locked and tight, and we're gonna roll like that. The difference is literally huge, and I think it's one of those really simple things that it's hard to not get your head around at the beginning. It's hard to kind of think, okay, tuck, engage, then roll, but that is one of the biggest form tips I can give you. When it comes to your hand position and your arms, you want your arms to be tight and engaged. So quite often people say that they find they get a lot of wrist pain and a lot of wrist strain. It is an exercise where you are putting weight and load on your wrists, but it should be able to be minimized by how engaged and tight you are in your upper body. So if you're engaging your shoulders, you're using your arms to hold you nice and stable, it should be minimizing the load that you're putting through your wrist. And also, if you're tucking your tailbone and you're rolling the right way, it should mean that your abs are doing the work, rather than overloading your lower back and overloading your wrists, which I feel like quite a lot of people have a problem with. Mind muscle connection is really, really key with this exercise. Just thinking that it is your abs that are moving you back and forward, not your arms, not your back, not your legs moving you around. It is your abs which are engaging and rolling you in and out. So I'm going to show you a few reps again so you can see how I master the form. So all I would do, once I feel confident with that distance, I felt like I was mastering it, my form was good, all I'm going to do is move this mat back slightly. So the further back you move, obviously, the more challenging it's going to get. But you can build up to that. You can gradually move yourself back, and I promise you, before you know it, you'll be doing a full ab wheel rollout. One final form tip to say is that focus on the roll back in as much as you focus on the roll out. I think it's really easy to think that the main part of the movement is this, but actually the hardest part of the movement is this, because that is where you are using your ab muscles to literally pull yourself back in and roll yourself back in. So focus on the roll in as much as you focus on the rollout. Hopefully that has been helpful and useful and shown you some top tips of mine of how to master the ab wheel. Let me know if you do have any questions down below. I'll happily chat to you and answer them. And yeah, I just think I have this real passion. As you guys know, if you follow my channel or you follow me on Instagram, I do have a real passion about good form and good ab training, because I think there is so many not so good things out there, but to actually show you how to try and strive towards achieving a strong core but the right way. Hence why I then created an ab training guide, which thousands of you do with me every single week, which is incredible. Also, totally don't be intimidated and feel like you have got so far to go until you're going to be able to achieve an ab wheel rollout. I promise you, I literally could not do one. I face planted the floor so many times, and now I can happily do, I mean happily is not quite the right word to use there, but I can definitely do sets of 10 to 12 and actually perform them well. So don't give up. Use that wall, gradually progress back away from it, and I promise you it will be so worth it. If you like today's workout outfit, don't forget to click that Fabletics link in the description box below as well, and check out their VIP membership model and take advantage of that offer of 2 pairs of leggings for £24, which is still, I think, crazy. Any questions, just let me know down below. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button if you did enjoy this video, because it helps support my channel, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.